forecasts. Hello and welcome to my channel, guys. This reading is going to be focusing on the energies of the first half of February, February 1st through the 15th. Also, the winner for the free reading giveaway, guys, that announcement is going to take place on February 16th, so please take a listen for that, keep a lookout. And for those who will be non-winners this time around, I urge you to listen to that announcement as well, as I will have special offers for you and announcements for you as well, okay, at that time. So definitely keep a lookout for that. All right, Aquarius, so let's go ahead and get started on your reading. I also wanted to incorporate the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck into your reading. You're the second sign that I am incorporating these cards into your reading. So I went ahead and I meditated on your energies, Aquarius, and I was able to pull one card for the Divine Masculine and one card for the Divine Feminine, but I will incorporate those two cards into your reading towards the end, okay? And let's see how it plays out with those messages. So I'm going to be using two different decks this time around, the Psychic Tarot that I absolutely love, it's my favorite, and then we'll use the Crystal Visions deck for the Divine Feminine. All right, guys, so let's get going. What energies will be coming forward for Aquarius in love this first half of February? For those of you celebrating birthdays in the month of February, happy birthday, guys. And I absolutely hope that this is one of your best birthdays ever. Wishing you guys the very best. All right, so for my Divine Masculine, Aquarius energy, first half of February, angels and spirit guides, please bring it forward. All right, here we go. Divine Masculine, Aquarius energy, first half of February. Whoa, totally stuck. That might be an indication of what's happening here. Let's see. Okay, so we've got the Shadow card coming through here. That is picking up off of the Moon energy, guys, okay? So, we'll figure out what's happening there. We also have the Two of Pentacles energy coming through here with this card, movement, choices, and decisions. We also have the Power card coming through here, which is picking up off of Leo energy, guys. So perhaps, Aquarius, someone that you are connected with has Leo in their chart and or they are a Leo. So the Power card in traditional tarot is the Strength card. Let's choose one more. Okay, and we do have the Balance card coming through here, picking up off of Libra energy, and this is the Justice card in the traditional tarot. Bottom of the deck, we do have Seven of Pentacles energy through patience and planning. All right, so we'll see how we can incorporate that into the Divine Masculine's messages. Okay, so let's grab some cards from the Crystal Visions for the Divine Feminine. So let's see what energies going on for my Divine Feminine, Aquarius, and or the Divine Feminine in this equation. Focusing on the energies of the first half of February for my Divine Feminine. All right, here we go. Whoops. Starting off with the Temperance card, okay? So the Temperance card coming forward for my Divine Feminine. That is definitely picking up off of Sagittarius energy. She's also got the World coming forward here, okay? Couple more cards for the Divine Feminine. Four of Swords. One more for the Divine Feminine, please. She's got Six of Pentacles coming through. Bottom card is the Hanged Man. Okay, so looking at the energies coming forward from the Divine Masculine, we are starting off with the shadow card. And as I had mentioned, this is picking up off of the moon card in traditional tarot, guys, okay? So this is representative, as you know, of emotions. For some of you, secret enemies, however way that translates in your world. For my divine masculines, everything changes with this card, okay? There is darkness and light coming forward with this card. So whatever is not being illuminated in regard to your love life at this time, divine masculine, it's going to surface, okay? So if you're doing anything shady, if you're not being forthcoming or truthful with your divine feminine, she's going to find out about it, okay? So this does represent that proverbial light at the end of the tunnel, okay? But that only comes after you take action and you face your fears and deal with whatever issues are going on. Definitely a period of change for my divine masculine. For some of you, you are healing from this energy, and for some of you, there is definitely third-party energy going on here. Deceptive course of affairs coming through. Those are the energies that resonate with this card. Lies, disillusionment. And it's very hard for my divine masculines to think clearly because he can't keep his lies straight, okay? He doesn't know what's the truth, what's not truth. He's a little bit scattered with these energies coming forth from the moon card and the shadow card. So definitely needing my divine masculine to face the truth in regard to his connection with his divine feminine. And once he faces the truth, whether or not he wants to continue this connection with his divine feminine, he can only go up from where he's at. Success will follow after a period of something devastating that he has brought on to himself. So perhaps he coming clean with his divine feminine may result in a breakup or separation, but at least he's coming forward with the truth, and it's up to my divine feminine how she chooses to handle that. He does have the Two of Pentacles energy coming forward here. So he's finally trying to regain some balance in his life, because he knows with the energies of this shadow and or moon card here, he's not doing a very good job at living life righteously. Let's just put it that way. So with this movement, choices, and decisions card through the Two of Pentacles, he's trying to balance his decisions, trying to balance his priorities, and he's slowly adapting to the changes that have to happen in his life if indeed he wants his divine feminine to be a part of his life. He does have the Power card here. Okay, so the Power card is the Strength card in the traditional tarot. So he is picking up off of his strength, his inner strength, trying to find the courage to, I'm feeling, come clean with his divine feminine. He does have the ability to endure adversity in his life, whatever challenges and or obstacles my divine masculine may be dealing with, but I am feeling partially that he kind of brings it on himself. Trying to be a little bit underhanded in how he interacts with his divine feminine. I am kind of feeling that he's a bit of a player. Whoever is resonating with this portion of the read, I do feel this particular divine masculine tends to have a little bit of a roving eye. I did have one other sign that had that come through. I forget which one it is, so if you guys cross watch, you may run across that. But I am feeling with this particular divine masculine coming through with Aquarius energy that he has a love for the ladies, and so he's not quite ready to commit to just one divine feminine. and or those are the energies that he was emanating in the past. But I am feeling that he's slowly trying to come out of that, because I do feel that ultimately there is one divine feminine that he is connecting with, and one that he wants to build a future with. With the Power card, the Strength card, it is coming through with his generosity. He is a very generous person, ultimately. He is very giving of his time and his energies towards others. But if there are just way too many options included in that, then absolutely my divine feminine is going to be picking up off of that energy. She's not going to be too happy seeing him explore other options aside from her. So he's trying to regain his emotional and mental strength, absolutely, and figure out his spiritual strength as well. He doesn't want these options to become a problem eventually moving forward with his divine feminine. So he wants to create a positive experience for his divine feminine, whoever it is that my divine masculine has his eye on. And if he truly is walking a straight path, and really the straight and narrow path, coming forward with the truth, then absolutely she's going to see that he's serious and wanting a serious commitment with her, and therefore she will of course welcome him into her world, into her heart. So in a way, with the Power card and with the Shadow card, the Moon card right above that, it's in a way a blessing in disguise, because it's forcing my divine masculine to really face the truth in this situation. He can't have his cake and eat it too in regard to his divine feminine. He needs to make a choice. And I am feeling some of these quote-unquote options that he's been entertaining are emotional attachments from relationships that he had in the past, and or people that he was attracted to in the past where it just didn't take off, and he wanted to kind of explore and see where that would go. I'm feeling really that it hasn't gone anywhere, but just the fact that he's been entertaining other females into his world, you know, his divine feminine is picking up off of that energy, and she's not too thrilled with that. Definitely not. So, you know, he just has to figure out that ultimately, if he wants his divine feminine, he's got to make some changes. Okay, he definitely needs to regain balance in his life. This is representative of the Justice card, okay, in the traditional tarot deck. Definitely needs to regain his balance in order to have some sense of harmony in his life once again, get rid of the energies of the shadow, the moon, whatever deception and lies he brought forth towards his connection with his divine feminine. He needs to change the dynamic of his life and the direction that it's going. And as I often mention with the balance card, it is picking up off of Libra energy, guys. And for those of you who might be in the legal field, okay, so attorneys, paralegals, filing clerks, whatever the case may be, working in a law firm, that's for a small group of you guys. And for those of you who are entangled in some sort of lawsuit, some sort of legal troubles, you're going to come out on top of it for my divine masculines. Okay, I'm not feeling this time around that it has anything to do with, sometimes I pick up off of the energies of like a separation or divorce from past relationships. I'm not feeling that this time in regard to this divine masculine. I'm feeling more so something unrelated to any sort of romantic entanglements. I'm feeling that it's just a separate legal issue that some of my divine masculines are dealing with, but I am truly feeling the energies that you'll be fine. Everything's going to work out in your favor. Balance will be restored. So along with this balance card, this justice card, my divine masculine needs to make a decision in order to move forward and reconnect and or have a better connection with his divine feminine, whoever it is that he has his sights on. He absolutely wants to focus on wanting to reach his goals. And part of those goals is to build a life with his soulmate, his divine feminine. But he's definitely messed up part of his connection with her. So he's got a little bit of work to do in order to win her back. But this is coming forward with the energies, guys, that he's going to resolve whatever issues they're facing. Okay, I am feeling that he's slowly veering away from the energies of the shadow card, the moon card. He's really slowly trying to work past that. So ultimately, I am feeling energies from my divine masculine that he's a good guy. He just gets a little bit lost emotionally sometimes with options that may come his way. But ultimately, I do feel he's going to make the right decision to come towards his divine feminine, because he wants to build a good solid future and life with her. And it's fitting that the bottom card for him is picking up off of the energies of the Seven of Pentacles, patience and planning. Makes total sense. Hard work, perseverance, and diligence. He's willing to work hard to bring this relationship to a higher level. He's working hard for a future by way of his career, his job. I'm feeling his energies that he is not a wasteful individual. He works hard for his money, and he wants to be able to provide for whatever family he builds in the future. And I do feel that eventually he wants his divine feminine to be his wife. So I truly feel that he's getting his act together, however slow, but it is happening. That is ultimately what's happening here. Now, looking at the energies of my divine feminine, and actually before I move over to my divine feminine, I just realized that my divine masculine, with the cards that he had coming through on his side, he's got 3 major arcanas here. So things are going to be escalating rather quickly once he gets his act together once and for all, I'm feeling. And I'm really feeling the energies that he will do that. So with my divine feminine, she's got the Temperance card here. Okay, so it's asking for her to be a little bit patient, to practice a little bit of self-control. It's calling for her as well to have some sort of lifestyle adjustments here, to live moderately, to have a sense of balance, not only in her physical world, but also her spiritual world. And in relation to her love life, her desires, her habits, the way she chooses to live her life, her health, her finances, all of that, it's kind of coming to the surface in her life at this time. And it's testing her to see how she's going to handle it. But she's coming forth with a level of patience, so she can handle whatever is coming her way. She's going to be okay. And especially with the World card right next to her. Okay, she's got the world at her feet, literally. So this is coming forward with a level of fulfillment for her, harmony, completion. Her life is actually headed for a very good place if she's not there already. Yeah. 2 major arcana cards, well actually 3, including the Hanged Man, which is her bottom card. So ultimately, yes, she is in a level of completion and triumph in her life. She's found peace in her life. She's liberated and fulfilled, whether she is with her divine masculine or not. Absolutely, she would be extremely happy to have him get his act together so that they can bring this connection to a higher level. But she's the type of individual that doesn't need her divine masculine to complete her. she is complete on her own. She can stand on her own 2 feet. She's gained a lot of wisdom from her past experiences. And things are finally coming into place for her. All those pieces of her life, it's falling into place. She's coming into a time where she's finally found happiness. She as well wants to succeed in all areas of her life. She's got her own goals. She's got her own dreams. She wants to bring these things into manifestation as well. And this does represent that she will achieve her goals with or without her divine masculine. Now, with the World card, now this can also represent in regard to romance that there is a new beginning, a new foundation that can be built in a connection. And so I am feeling that with the divine masculine doing the work necessary in order for him to come forward, getting his act together, she's seeing this, or will be seeing it. She will absolutely welcome this chance for their connection to revive itself and to really start on a better footing than where they've been. Because again, she has observed him entertaining other females, other options aside from her. And so she had no choice really but to build her life on a foundation where she knew she could stand on her own 2 feet. So again, with or without her divine masculine, she'll be fine. But of course, ultimately, they want to be together. With the 4 of Swords energy here on my divine feminine side, she's in a level of restoring her life right now. She's in contemplation and really a time of rest for her, because she hasn't always had it easy. Things haven't always fallen into place for her. She's had her own challenges. She knows what it's like to go to battle for stuff that she wants in her life, including the man of her dreams, her divine masculine. She knows. It's almost like when he was in that mode of entertaining other options, she was almost like fighting for his attention. And she's come to the realization that, hey, I am not fighting for your attention anymore. I've got too much going on. I don't need that. So she stopped doing that. She's not doing that anymore. She's in a better headspace now, and she's not going to put up with any of his shit. Not at all. And with the Hanged Man energy coming through here, you know, there was a time when she was willing to sacrifice her energies and time waiting for her divine masculine to get his act together. She's released that way of thinking. She's not willing to be a martyr for this connection. She is her own woman. She's a great woman, with or without her divine masculine, as I had mentioned. Okay, she's also got the 6 of Pentacles here. You know, representing charity, her generosity. She's a very giving individual. She's not a selfish person. She shares what she has with those who are deserving. And in relation to her heart, she absolutely gave of her heart to her divine masculine. And it's almost like he took it, put it on a shelf, and all right, I'll see ya. I've got some other options I want to check out first. But again, guys, she had enough of that. She has put these swords down and she's taken a break. And she knows that she's on top of the world, with or without this man, without her divine masculine. So if he truly wants her, he's got some work that he needs to do in order to truly deserve her love and her attention and her presence in his world. Interesting. So now remember, guys, I pulled a couple of Gilded Reverie cards before I started your reading, and I meditated on your energies, Aquarius. So I'm going to look into that right now. So for the Divine Masculine, I ended up pulling the Tree card. Now, this particular card, very fitting. It says, I am here to stay and grow. I am the health of your body, mind, and soul. It's also a sign of health and longevity, and the imperative to put down one's roots to ensure a secure future. Well, hell yeah, right? He wants a future with his divine feminine. So he needs to work to allow this tree to continue to grow and be healthy. Because without her love, without her presence in his life, I truly feel that this tree will not survive. Now, interestingly enough, look what she got. She got the fox. That sly fox, okay? This card reads, when I am not your job, I am your red flag for some deviousness going on. I am the master of manipulation, and I am going to fool you all. Craftiness is my fame, and sneaky, sneaky is my game. So fitting, right? So totally fitting of the energies of the shadow card. My divine feminine, she is a smart cookie. She has observed this and she's seen it all. She wasn't blind to whatever it was the divine masculine was doing. Almost blatantly, really. So again, he put her heart on the shelf and decided, you know what? I'll come and visit that at a later time because I've got too many options that I'm dealing with right now. And she decided, okay, if you're going to be doing that, I'm going to get my shit together. I'm going to get my world in order, whether you come back into it or not. So she decided to put down her swords. She was done fighting. She's like, I am done with this. So if you want me, come and get me. But you better come at me a better version of who you were. You better come at me with the truth and decide that I'm the one for you. Okay, so let's pull some romance angels cards here, guys, and let's see what additional messages I can grab for you, Aquarius, for the first half of February. Angels, please bring forth your message for my divine masculine, please. Aquarius energy, first half of February. All right. Divine masculine energies, please. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. I'm picking up off of the energies, honestly, of some of the connections that my divine masculine has made where they were empty connections. It was a one-way street. Of course it was unrequited because he kept trying to connect with people that was not his soulmate, that was not ultimately his divine feminine. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling there. And look at the bottom card, passion. His passion lies here with his divine feminine, not with all those other options that he was entertaining before, coming off with the energies of this sly fox and trying to act as if he had it all when in fact he didn't. Okay? So my divine feminine picked up off of that energy and decided she was going to do better for herself. And she did. Okay, so let's pull a card for my divine feminine. I'm really feeling like my divine feminine, she is kick-ass. She does not put up with anyone's shit, especially a divine masculine that doesn't see her worth. She doesn't want a fox. She wants her soulmate. Religious factors coming through on my divine feminine side. So there was a time, guys, when she went within and turned to prayer in regard to this connection with her divine masculine. Her faith is very important to her, and so she hung in there for as long as she could, having faith in this connection with her divine masculine, because she loves him, ultimately. They do have a great connection when his energies are directed towards her fully. And it is this faith that allowed her to realize that she was deserving of so much. And so she decided to elevate her world, to be able to survive and stand on her own 2 feet, whether she ever reconnected with her divine masculine or not. So hell yeah, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Yeah, her faith is super important to her. There were nights I'm feeling some of you guys were literally down on your knees praying about this, trying to figure out a solution on how to get your divine masculine to even notice you fully. And in a way, your prayers have been answered because you found the strength necessary in order to stand on your own 2 feet. So it's fitting that this is the bottom card coming through for my divine feminine. She is feeling the separation, but she's okay with it. Excuse me. She's okay with it. She'll make it regardless of whether he comes back or not. Yeah, so those are the energies coming forward here, guys, at this time. Let me pull some messages from the Whispers of Love deck to close out your reading, Aquarius. Beautiful card deck with some really nice images on the cards. Excuse me, I feel a scratchy throat here. Okay, and I apologize for my very squeaky chair. Oh my. All right. Hello. Consider your foundation. You are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. How freaking fitting is that for my divine masculine? Yeah. If he doesn't get his crap together, this foundation is going to crumble. Because his divine feminine has created one hell of a foundation for herself. She's good to go with or without him. So yeah, consider your foundation. You are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. So for my divine masculines listening to this, and or my divine feminines tuning in and totally resonating with the energies of the divine masculine, that's where he's at. How much value is he willing to put into this foundation with you? Only time will tell. Okay, so let's pull a message from my divine feminine. That was such a perfect card for this divine masculine. That needed to definitely come through. Totally. Okay, my Divine Feminine. A message for my Divine Feminine, please. Divine Feminine. That's too much, guys. Too many cards. This is a brand new deck, and some of the cards are still sticking to each other because I haven't used it enough. But the more I use it, hopefully that'll stop happening. Okay, I like this one. Okay, be in the present and dream of the future. Yes, I already feel that my Divine Feminine is already in this mode. She's already very present in her life. And absolutely, she is dreaming of the future. She's a very strong individual, very headstrong. She knows exactly what she wants. She's got a good head on her shoulders. She's got dreams of her own that she wants to solidify. So I can't repeat this enough, guys. If my Divine Masculine doesn't get his act together, my Divine Feminine, she's going to be okay. She's going to move on and create a life for herself that is wonderful and happy. And should this Divine Masculine not realize her worth, and that ultimately this is his soulmate that he has the potential of losing, she will be fine. She's going to find someone else who will appreciate her and make her happy and fulfill her in ways that this Divine Masculine failed to do. So he still has time to come towards her and save this connection, but he cannot be coming towards her with this type of energy, with that sneaky fox energy. He needs to let that go. He needs to come into the light of this shadow moon card and really consider the foundation that he wants to build with his Divine Feminine. Should he fail to do that, she's gonna walk and find something better for herself and ultimately take some time on her own to continue to build this wonderful future for herself and make her own dreams come true with or without him. All right, Aquarius, so those are my messages coming through for you this first half of February. Very specific storyline. I hope that whoever this came through for, that you were able to resonate with it and that it helped offer you some advice in regard to the situation. I am going to try to do more readings for you guys, hopefully on a weekly basis, should time permit, and if I'm not too heavily busy with the personal reading requests, I'd love to be able to post more videos for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really enjoyed incorporating the Gilded Reverie messages into that, and it tied in so perfectly with the messages coming through here, as well as the Whispers of Love messages that came through. So Aquarius, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, a reminder, the winner for the free reading giveaway announcement will be February 16th. For those of you interested in booking a private session with me, all that info is down below this video. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.